So it looks a lot different than it did when you were there in terms of the offense and the configuration and the coordinator, right? This is the first change of offensive coordinator Lamar has had.
Absolutely.
Since he got into the league. How do you think it'll be different?
Yeah, I think it'll be very different, man. We spoke about this a little bit, man. They're going to be spreading guys out. They're going to be attacking guys differently in the pass game. But ultimately, man, I think what's kind of hasn't been spoken about, man, is my guy, man, All-Pro tight end Mark Andrews. What he's been able to do, what Todd Monken was able to do as tight ends and on the college level, man. I mean, it was really special. And so, man, I really feel as though he's a guy that's really going to be able to take the next step as well and have crazy numbers and crazy production with the help outside from guys like Odell, man. What he's doing, Zay Flowers, a great young player coming in. But it's going to be a great scheme. I'm interested to see how it works out for him.
Orlando, you kind of touched on it. The way I've talked about your guys' offense in the past was it was heavy 12, one back, two tight ends, or heavy 13, one back, three tight ends. And you guys would shrink teams down with your formations, right? You'd get super condensed or tight formations. You'd create a ton of space, and you would either attack that space on the edge in the run game or the pass game. And I think now it's going to be a little bit, like you said, way more spread out pre-snap. You'll create different kinds of space and attack them both in the pass game and the run game. My question for you was, knowing Lamar, do you think that they'll live in that 11 personnel, one back, one tight end, three wide receiver? And do you think it allows him to be at his strongest, being at the line of scrimmage, getting in and out of plays, changing route combinations? Do you think he's got the ability and the talent to do that at a really high level like the 2019 MVP season?
Absolutely, man. I think that's what I'm so interested to see is, he's going to, I know it's his first year in the system, but he's going to have that opportunity to be able to go out there and have that complete control over a real.
And you guys saw that when you guys were together.
Exactly.
You guys didn't do a lot of that,
no,
correct?
We didn't, but we've always known that he's been capable of that, man. He's a quarterback in this league that's, making millions of dollars doing what he does. And, he's got an MVP to show for it, and the wins are there as well on his record. But I mean, he has all the tools and the ability to go out there and truly be somebody different that this league hasn't been able to see. And man, I think the system is really going to be able to help him out.
In some ways, I think it's going to help the run game, not just the pass game, because of the spacing. You're finally going to see some light boxes, which Lamar Jackson has seen very few of during his time in Baltimore. But Orlando, the unsung heroes of this Baltimore team over the last few years have been Patrick Ricard. You remember Nick Boyle was such a good blocking tight end. That's a big part of the reason why this rushing attack has been so dominant. So in your mind, do you think, the run game will benefit from all the space, or do you think you need to see kind of a mix of different personnel groupings to maximize the potential of what the Ravens do on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's clear. They're going to be in a lot of 11 personnel, one tight end, one back stuff, and they're going to spread guys out. They're going to create nickel fronts, four-man fronts and light boxes, and they're going to force people to play a college-style offense with the space and things that Lamar's going to be able to do with his feet, with the talent that they have at the receiver position, with J.K. Dobbins and everything they'll be able to do, man. They've got an awesome left tackle and my guy Ronnie Stanley. I think sky's the limit for what their offense can be, man. I'll be interested to see how they put it together, how everything will work. But I do feel as though it'll be positive in the run game, just with the way that things will be spread out.
Real quick, one last quick question. As a passer, what do we not know about Lamar that you do? Like, what about him as a passer is better than we have an appreciation for?
Yeah, I mean, I think, and it's kind of unspoken about, man, but but just because he was hindered in the system that he was in, just the way that things were called. But I mean, he has an incredible feel for the pass game, and you look at his numbers and what he's able to do, especially in between the numbers on this level in tight windows. Is very, very difficult. Now, you've been there. It's still hard to throw, outside the numbers. Very hard. But, what he's able to do on this level in 2023, 2019, throwing that ball in between numbers is special.
And it's good. You only got to try and beat him at least twice, being in the division now, right? So that sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.